Hi, this video is for your Week 7 creative assignment where you get to create a piece of minimalistic music using Audacity, your voice, and a short clip of music in MP3 format. You have one other option for an assignment this week where you can create a piece of aleatoric music using Noteflight. If you choose to create both assignments, you can actually earn up to 20 points of extra credit, so you can decide what you get to work on for this assignment. Now, for our minimalist assignment, I'll tell you you're already completing the first step, which is to watch this video. The second step is to listen to Philip Glass's Einstein on the Beach, which is going to be an example of what we're trying to create. Then everything else we get to go and do in Audacity, so I'm going to go ahead and move over to Audacity. And then I need to import the music I'm going to use, so I'm going to go to Import in the File menu, click on Audio, and then I already have the music that I want to import up here. And since I picked a long piece, it is going to take a little bit to import. Now, deciding the music that you want to use, this is a great place to use any sort of dance music. Minimalistic music is often very similar to dance music in that it repeats and maybe changes a little bit over time, but doesn't change a lot. So, of course, you're welcome to use anything that you'd like, but you want to try to come up with something fairly neutral because we're going to create a loop and you make that loop repeat over and over and over again. So for at least, 30 seconds of this same loop. So you don't want anything with too much going on because it's kind of difficult to repeat. So since my piece is like 9 minutes long, it's giving me the sound waves for the entire piece. And I know I just want to take a little bit from the beginning. So I'm going to go to the zoom tool and I'm going to zoom in on the audio waves. So now I'm only seeing like the first minute of the song. And then I need to go and listen and decide where I'm going to want to cut it. So I'm going to go ahead and pause the video while I do that, since it may take me a little bit to decide the perfect spot to cut it down to. Okay, so I have figured out the clip that I'd like to use for my piece. Now, I've actually used the cursor tool. I've highlighted over it. This is a really nice thing to do because I can actually use, or I can click and drag and make my selection slightly bigger or slightly smaller on either side if I know I want it to be about this spot, but I'm not exactly sure where. Now, a trick that I can use, and unfortunately in a new edition of Audacity, they took this out of the Edit menu. If you use Control-T on your keyboard, you can trim to just the part that you have highlighted. So again, that's using just Control-T on your keyboard. It's called the Trim tool. So now I'm left with just this. It looks like it probably is about 7 seconds of music that I have left here. I can see I can look at the time tool at the top. So 30 seconds, 45 seconds, 1 minute. I can see that this is definitely less than 30 seconds. Now I don't want my music to be like right in the middle. So I'm going to scoot it back to the beginning. So I'm just using the drag tool right here, or the time shift tool. I've drug it back over to the beginning. And then I'm going to come up and I'm going to copy, and then I'm going to come back to the cursor tool, and then I'm just going to end up pasting this. So come up and paste, select the cursor tool, and then I can paste again. And I'm trying to copy and paste this to get to be about 30 seconds long. Now each time I'm using this, I want to do something slightly different. So it might be easier, and when it's highlighted when you paste it in, to just go ahead and go up to Effect and change the effect. So I'm actually going to do that. So I'm going to say undo, undo paste, undo paste. So let's go ahead and paste that in again. My new selection is highlighted. So let's go up to the effect, and we want something where it just changes just a little tiny bit each time. Minimalist music does not change real fast. So what if I change the pitch? And so I want to change it from C to C sharp. So I'm going to see if I can get it just a little bit higher each time. So let's see what that does. So I'm going to click OK. And now let's listen to this and see if I like it. Okay, I thought that was kind of neat. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do the same thing. So let's go and paste in again. I'm going to come back up to Effect, and I'm going to change the pitch. Now this time I want to just go up by, one semitone or one half step. So we're going to try doing that again and see, do I like the effect this creates? So again, I kind of like that. So it's just getting one step higher each time. I could also, change the tempo. So I could make it get faster each time. I could add a little echo to it. I could make it get softer. There's a bunch of different things I could do. And I'm going to continue on with this in the next video since I'm at my time.